Well, good morning, everybody. It is July. Looky over there. The wheat. It's yellow. Ready to harvest. I decided I better do some repair work on some of this stuff. So, get Mr. Tractor fixed up here a little bit. You know what? I should repair everything. Keep it all up to date here. It's not that expensive. And I couldn't find the water hose mod, but I found the cheapest power washer I could. This was looking pretty bad. I think it was time to give it a bath. Couldn't even tell it was a red tractor anymore. I also purchased a couple things at the store. So we gotta run and fetch those. I'm gonna get this washed up and I'll meet you at the store. Okay, we should have everything we need here to take care of the wheat. Here's the best thing I could come up with. This is the only cheapest harvester I could find that kind of works halfway decent. I even tried the hand one. The hand one works great if you're on level ground, but means my area is a little uneven. That I just couldn't push it. I couldn't do it. Plus I have a tractor and I do want, but this is the best I could find for now. This works awesome. It works great. The only thing it's a little bit of a glitch is the straw, dropping the straw. It's not, it'll drop little pieces here and there, but it's not dropping as it should. But it does work. At least get the job done for now. Yeah, that's why I'm struggling so hard with this series, man. Again, I probably should have waited a little longer, because there's still, mods coming out, and sometimes they're bugged. And I couldn't see spending thousands and thousands of dollars just to store a little bit of wheat for my chickens. So I did buy this. I bought a couple of them. These little crates hold 2,000 liters each. And if I need more, I can always come back and get more. But I'm thinking 2 of them will be more than enough. And they're easy enough to maneuver around with either the forks or my grabby thing here. I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of wheat off that little field, so I'm thinking 2 might be enough. I say worst case scenario, I'll have to come back and get 3. But yeah, I think that'll work beautiful for storing the little bit of wheat we need for our chickens. I say I've used this harvester in Farming Simulator 22 and I loved it, but it's a little flawed in 25. Again, hooking it to this tractor, I see the PTO is not quite hooking up, lining up right, and it's not dropping the straw quite right, but it does harvest. It'll have to do for now. I don't have any other options. I gotta try to make what I can work. So let's go get some wheat harvested. Ooh, that might be a little tight, but I think it'll fit okay. Alright. Wasn't sure if my gate was going to be wide enough there for a minute. Alright, the boxes, we'll set these down here for now. When I got a full load. Let's see. I don't think I want that bucket on, or that loader on either. I think I'm going to get rid of that. That'll make maneuvering around that field a little easier. Let's see, we'll get rid of that. There we go. Well, let's see how this goes here. Okay, I want to go around this way. Let's see, unfold, lower. I might as well get the pipe out while I'm at it, because I'm sure we're going to get a load here pretty soon. Gotta save every little bit I can. Come on, baby. There we go. Yeah, I did a quick test run with this on my test map. Like I say, it does work, it harvests, but it's not dropping straw like I think it should. It should be dropping a bunch of straw on the right hand side there. That's okay for this scenario, but boy, it would suck if I was doing dairy cows right now. I'd want the straw, but yeah, see there, it dropped a little bit, but it should be dropping a whole windrow of it. Eh? Something that needs to be fixed. Oh, what happened up here? That must be where the weather didn't want to cooperate. Check this out here. Yeah, we had a little bit of withering. Something happened there. Oh, these tight turns, them are not going to be fun. I think it'll be alright once I get the field opened up. Yeah, okay, we gotta figure this out here. Come on, you can do this. I don't want to damage my corn either. Is that as sharp as you can possibly turn? Come on. There we go. Hey, you're missing wheat. Come on, get it. There. Yeah, this first round's gonna be a little tight, a little tough. But once we get her opened up, I think we'll be alright. As I bump into my fence post. I probably should have left it just a hair wider. Well, I think we're doing alright. Well, 3 rounds and I'm just about full. Let's see, you know what, I might as well empty as long as I'm here. Okay, we need Mr. Forklift, skid steer. Now remember to strap. There we go. Yeah, these forks work great as long as you remember to strap. Now this is a little tricky and a little finicky, but it does work. Gotta get it up there a little bit. You gotta get it just so it's under there. There we go. Whoop. Maybe it was back a little bit. There it goes. There. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of silly to put in a yeah, I think the cheapest silo was like $7,000 and it holds 90,000 liters. I don't need that kind of storage. So I thought we got to stay cheap. This is the cheapest way I could think to do it. This is quite the challenge, I'll tell you. I'm loving it, you know. Takes a long time to figure this out. Like, how can I make this work? Cheap, old, clunky. Not working perfect, but it is working. It's noisy, it's messy, it's clunky, but I love it. Alright, we got another load here. I love the noise sound effects on this thing, it's awesome. Just needs some minor touch-ups. Fix the straw thing and maybe the PTO, and it'll be a perfect little harvester. Alright, that box is full. I don't know if we'll have to get another box or not. I'll get this one up here by the chickens so they got something to eat. I'm thinking and hoping. Oh, they gotta finish what they... Oops, wrong button. I'm thinking, I'm hoping that I can just set it there and it'll, you know, automatically feed them, you know. That's the idea anyway. At this rate, we could probably get a little bit bigger chicken pen. I love this small scale farming. It's just so awesome. Trying to figure out how to make it work. Okay, that's the trick. You got to stay away from the spout just a little bit. Yeah, this is working beautiful. I love it. Okay. Whoops, no. Must be push wrong button day. Alright, let's get this harvest done. The rain is a-coming. Around and around the little triangle I had to go. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Almost done. There. I'm going to call that a very successful harvest. And I can't believe I guesstimated the 2 boxes just right. I couldn't have went any better. Close that up. Oh, let's see. Our little shed's getting a little full. I might have to build a bigger shed here one of these days. Let's see. Why is my planter like trying to roll away here? What's the deal with that? I did have that backed up in there nice. I think there's a slight incline here. I know I'm cheating, but I had it parked nice. I don't know why it keeps trying to roll away. Hey, where do you think you're going? Oh, you dirty little bugger. Oh. That's going to be one of them annoying things, ain't it? Well, I'm just going to put it... Maybe if I put it this way for now. Stop rolling around. Yeah, that will have to come out here fairly soon. Plant the next crop. Let's see, can I squeeze that in there? No, I cannot. How the heck? I'm going to have to do a little rearranging here. How do I want to do this? I could take the skid steer stuff and put it over here. Maybe that's the idea. Alright. I'm going to do some reorganizing. Let me check. I'm guessing this is going to need a couple layers of fertilizer. Ooh, it looks like we lost a little bit of corn there too. Yep, 2 layers of fertilization. Is it going to need lime? No, it does not need lime. Just fertilizer. I don't think it needs anything else. Okay, just so we know what we got to do here. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video. You may seen I got quite a bit more money than I had last time. Well, that is because I took out a whole bunch of trees in this general area. I did a whole bunch more logging off camera. I'll probably do a lot of logging off camera. You've seen me cut enough trees. But yeah, whenever I need a bit of money, I just walk up here and cut these trees. I definitely don't want to cut this one. This one's special. This is another one of them. I see these randomly all over the map. And I'm assuming they have something to do with this mushroom thing, but I ain't figured it out yet. Or the poem, or the riddle. What it... Matter of fact, I don't even think I can cut it if I want to. I don't even think it gives me the option. Yeah, it's not even a cuttable tree. I was just curious if it was. So... yeah, there's something very special about them. I don't know what it is. I mean, they're shaped and unique like this for a reason. I will figure it out eventually. And if I don't figure it out, I'm sure Ivy or anybody else playing on this map will figure things out. But yeah, that's another one of them weird looking trees. Interesting. There, that looks a little bit more organized. Yeah, this silly little planter, that thing just wants to roll all over the stinking place. Yeah, just, and then the wheat, I decided to stack that in here. That should be indoors. Anything that I consider should be indoors, I try to keep indoors. Tractors, harvesters, planters. This stuff, I have no problem with it being outside. Water's not going to hurt any of this. Oh, although that should be indoors. Do I have enough room for that? Yeah, I suppose I could squeeze it in there behind this tractor. Alright, maybe I'll get that done. Anyway, look at all this beautiful corn I got growing here. We must prepare for this to be harvested here in a couple months. See, June, August, September, no, October, 3 months. 3 months from now. I gotta get this prepared. In the meantime, I am going to take care of the little things off camera. Keep the chickens fed. I'll probably get this re-fertilized and replanted back to wheat again. So we can keep the chickens going. So, and I think I'll do that mostly off camera. You've seen me plant before, fertilize, all that fun stuff. So, yeah, anything you guys haven't seen in previous episodes, I think I'm going to skip around it. Because you've seen me do all that before. So that's the plan. Work on this and prepare for the corn harvest. Houston, we have a slight problem. And that does make sense. This cultivator is not doing anything. And it really isn't a digger. It is more or less just to smooth things out. Yeah, I already checked the map. It is not doing anything. It's not changing states. That should change to either cultivated or stubble or something. I think the problem is I need something to dig it up. I need something. I really don't want to plow it again because plowing takes forever. And technically in real life it does not need plowing. It just needs something to dig up the stubble. So I'm going to have to do a little research and experimenting here. Get something to dig up that stubble. I'll be back. Well, it cost a little bit more money than I want, but I think it's the best solution I can find for now. My tractor's only 45 horsepower. This requires 50, but I think it'll pull it. If it absolutely can't pull it, I can upgrade my tractor to 55 horse for $1,000. And this is at least a little bit wider and a little easier to use than a plow. So I think it's something I'm going to have to take a gamble on. See what happens here. Yeah, there really isn't. The only other option I have, it'd be awesome to get this, but this requires 100 horsepower. There is no way my poor little tractor is going to pull that. So yeah, our options are pretty limited. And this is the plow I'm using right now. Yeah, and I don't want to do it by hand. And everything else requires just too much horsepower. Even the cultivators, to get something with some decent width. Yeah, that takes 65 to 92. That would have been an okay option, but yeah, it's just a little too big. Can't do it. Oh, well, I was gonna say that's an option too, but that costs more. So yeah, I think what I bought is the best I can do, because everything else is either too expensive or requires too many ponies. We'll see how that works. We'll give it a try. I guess I don't regret this, because technically I should have did this after I even plowed, because that other thing is really not a smooth, I mean, it's just a smooth drag. It's not something, you want something like this to bust up the soil. Okay, this looks like it's doing something. Ooh, it's even getting rid of the straw piles for me. That's nice. Yeah, we just need something to bust the soil up. Yeah, it does not need to be plowed again. Yeah, because in real life, the only time you really plow is when you're breaking fresh ground. You know, once the ground is, as long as you use it every year, get it, disced up before the grass grows again, you really don't need to plow. There's no reason for it. At least I never did. Usually it was a cultivator. Yeah, I did bump my corn a little bit there. When I was... just gotta be careful. Now, after I disc it, can I go over it with that other machine and then get it all smoothed out and prepped for seeding? That's the next question. Again, the mechanics are a little different with this one. It's very similar to 22, but it's not exactly the same. At least some of this equipment's not behaving the same. Alright, let me get this busted up here. I know this has got to be done. So let me do this, and then I'll see if I can go over it again with that other harrower to get it all smoothed out and ready for planting. I already got one layer of fertilizer on it. Technically, I should be able to put another layer on it after I do this. We'll see what happens. I'll get these new mechanics figured out pretty soon. All I know is I just didn't want to plow it again, because plowing takes forever. This is a little quicker than plowing. Yeah, that little disc did a really nice job. I'm impressed. It even got rid of all the little straw splotches that were around here. I like it. And, yeah, I did not have to increase the horsepower of my tractor. It handled it just fine. Now, shall I fertilize it now, or should I do the... I think I'm going to try fertilizing it the second stage now, see if it'll take it. And then I'll go over it with that other one. I should have enough fertilizer left in here, I think. Oop, I'm going to save it quick, just in case I screw something up. So far, things are going pretty good. I think I got it figured out. Okay. Now, am I going to be able to tell if this is going to re-fertilize it? Oh yeah, it's taking it. So all it's got to do is turn a little darker color. Okay. Good deal, good deal. Will this give us the final nice touch look that I'm looking for? Yes, it will. Yeah, very nice. That should change it from cultivated to seed bed. Now, the next silly little question. In Farming Simulator 22, if you did not actually plow every year, then you had weeds to deal with. Now, by doing all of what I did here, because I technically didn't plow, am I going to have a weed problem? I guess we're going to find that out together. Yeah, if you plowed your fields every year on 22, you didn't have to worry about weeding or poison and all that stuff. It just you didn't have a weed problem. So we'll see what this happens here. This is looking really good so far. I like this. Very nice. Looking good. Should be... Ooh, did I miss one little spot? Oh well, that's fine. Whatever. Yep, seed bed. Okay. Now we just gotta wait until it's time to plant. That field's all done and complete. Should have more than enough feed for our chickens, I think. I think it's just about right, too. Now, I don't think there's anything else I can do until September. Plant my oats. Yeah, I didn't forget. I know it's sitting there. I know you guys are just dying to know what's in there. Not to worry. It's gonna happen this episode. I promise. So, all right. What happened to my cute widowed twactor? My goodness. The paint just peeled right off, like overnight. I might have to repaint it someday. Just the paint was gone. It's no longer a wed tractor, it's a silver gray tractor. Hmm. Looks like it's ready to harvest to me. Oh, I love that nice cool morning air in October. Time to harvest some corn, boys. But I don't have nothing to harvest it with. So, we must go to store, buy harvester. Now, this mod I had a little bit of trouble with. Okay, this one's okay. So I'm going to buy this one. Okay, we got the harvester. I'm going to pause the game for a second, go back to the menu here. Yeah, when I downloaded this from the official mod hub, it's a fairly new mod. It ain't that old. It's only like a week old. This one, it's like the textures in it wouldn't show up. It was weird. I can't explain it. So I went to this website and I downloaded this version, and this one seems to be okay. So I am going to leave a link to this one. Yeah, because it says right here, should be fixed now. Yeah, this JMF modding. Oh, it is? Oh, it's by somebody else. Okay, I thought JMF modding did it. Well, either way, this one's the fixed version. So this is the one that works. At least in my game, anyway. And we need something to collect the corn. We need a trailer. And I found a really cool to match that. Good old gravity wagon. Gotta go cheap. This is as cheap as I can get. Okay, that should be everything I need for now. Get in my little red tractor, or at least it ain't red anymore, it's silver. The paint just kind of peeled right off all of a sudden overnight. I don't know what the deal is there, but yeah, it's pretty much gray silver now. I don't know what it would cost to repaint it, but I don't have the money to repaint right now, so I'll be back with a corn harvester. As long as I'm here, I might as well get some fuel. Is this going to be another one of those issues? I have fueled other vehicles here. I don't know what the deal is here with the fuel around here. It says water icon, but it is fuel. Well, okay. Well, maybe that pump is dead. Alright, let's do it this way then. What was that under? Miscellaneous? Consumables. Nope, that's not it. Come on, where are you? There it is. I just want to make sure I don't have another tractor with a fuel problem here. If I gotta buy fuel that way, that's fine. What is it with certain tractors and fuel? Maybe it wasn't the tractor, maybe it's the game. I don't know what the heck's going on here, but it's like I can't fuel things. Can we lay it on top? Maybe that's the problem. I don't know what's going on here with not being able to refill vehicles on this map. That is weird. So maybe there was nothing wrong with that other tractor. Alright, I gotta check some things here, see what the deal is. Okay. This tractor does not have an issue. So maybe I just need to reset a tractor? That is weird, man. I don't know what's going on. No, 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 no. There it is. I'm going to see if that cures the problem here. Okay, can't refill it with the gas can. Will it refill? I don't even think this tractor's a mod. I think this is a stock tractor, I think. That is weird. Why are certain tractors not refilling on this silly game? I've never had that issue before. That is weird. Well, I'll have to do like I did before. I will just have to see how much fuel it actually takes. Okay, 40 liters. Alright, well. Yeah, is this a mod? I don't think it's a mod. Oh yeah, it is a mod. Okay. Alright, so that's another one that's got a boo-boo. What is it with the refueling boo-boo? That is weird. That's the second tractor I come across that has refueling issues. Alrighty, I'm gonna reset the game because I bought some things I shouldn't have here. Hold on. $1,000 to repaint? Nope, I think we're just gonna stick with the silver color for now. Yeah, the paint shouldn't have faded that fast on it either. That's a little ridiculous. I'm going to take a chance. My tractor is 45 horsepower. Oh, that didn't connect quite right either. The PTO is not connecting all the way. Oh well. Again, new mods. They're probably been getting a little rushed getting mods out. But yeah, there's little bugs here and there. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this harvester I noticed. It takes 50. So hopefully, if not, I'll have to come back and I can do a quick little upgrade with this tractor and upgrade it to 55 if need be. But it's an extra $1,000, so I'm trying to save all the money I can. I don't want to cut any more trees. I did test this setup off camera and it seemed like it worked okay. Alright, let's go see if we can get some corn harvested while I run over people. Okay, I did the math in my head. This tractor holds 40 liters, right? I'm pretty sure I did that math right. I'll double check things here. Yeah, 40 liters. And then if you compare it to, I'm trying to do this as quick as I can here. $150 gets you 100 liters. So if I did the math right, to fill that tractor, I'm going to run it till it's empty because I can cheat. See, I can fill vehicle. And I can fill it with, well, I got I got the wagon hooked on, but I can fill if I unhook the tractor. And let me show you. If you got just the tractor itself, so you can fill it with diesel. So, and then when I do that, I can just use the money cheat and subtract $60. So I got that figured out. Yeah, sometimes you gotta do workarounds. Okay, let's get that unfolded. Lowered. Lower head, please. Maybe we don't have to lower it. Oh, too many buttons. Alright, I want to get this corn going, man. Okay, well, we don't want pipe in. Well, let's see if it... I tested it before and it worked. Oh yeah, here we go, okay. Okay, we're getting some corn. That's all that's important. Just so we get some corn. Yeah, there's no other mod to do this. There's just no way I can afford them newer, bigger harvesters. I gotta go with this cheap, clunky old stuff. There's no other way to do it. Not on my budget anyway. I want to get every little bit of corn I can get without running it over. Yeah, I gotta take my time with this. The first until I get used to it. Oh, missed a bunch. Come on. Get that little bit of corn. We want every little precious bit we can get here. There we go. Very important. Don't want none of this to go to waste. Well, obviously this is going to take a little bit of time to get this all harvested, but I am going to get this whole thing harvested. As long as we don't have any more glitches. I'm sure there'll be patches and fixes. It's just, like I say, all this stuff is... These mods most of these mods I got just came out. They're not even a week old. So there's going to be some bugs to work out of them. That's just part of the fun. Oh yeah, we're starting to get some corn in there. Okay, I have to do a redo on that one. That is just totally unfair. I got about half the field done, and I should have recorded it. I checked to see how the harvest was going, and there's a lot of it where I was getting crop damage. I think the right outside wheel is unfairly driving over some of the crops. And I usually leave crop destruction on, but that's getting a little too unfair in my opinion. So from now on, I'm only going to do this for this corn picker. I'm going to temporarily turn off crop destruction, and I'll turn it right back on again when I finish the corn. I just want to see if that makes a difference. I think I'm being unfairly penalized here with that outer right wheel. I think it's sticking out just a hair too far, and I don't think it's treating my game fair. You know what I mean? Just seems a little unfair. So I just want to try it to see if it does the same thing. Alright. Oh yeah, that's quite a bit better. I'm still missing a little bit here and there, but not like I was. Man, what I had before was just terrible. I had like lines all over the place. I also noticed, I think when I was turning, my wagon might have been running over a lot of it too. You know, as I was looking at it. I missed some. Normally, I like to leave crop destruction on, you know, because it's only fair that if you run over it, that you should be penalized for it. But being this is so hard to drive as it is, I just felt it was a little too unfair, fairly, you know, treating me. That's a little more like it. Missed a couple spots here and there, but nothing major. Now let's turn that back on. Okay. About a half a load of corn. Might have to expand that to get a little bigger, I don't know. Alright, it is time. We must get this set up. Long time waiting. Let's see, where can I park this? I should find a better place to park my stuff. This is kind of looks messy over here. But it'll do for now. Maybe I'll just park it over by the tree here. Okay. Hopefully I got enough money. I might have to chop down maybe one more tree yet. I'm not sure. Alright. This is hush hush. This is on the down low now. Nobody say anything. Shh. Be very, very quiet. We don't want nobody to know we're doing this. There it is. It was a bit of a struggle to get it to work the way I wanted it to. I know I didn't want it out in the open. So, yeah, I had to fiddle with it off camera for quite a while to get it the way I wanted it. Okay, that lines up. Make sure we're straight with that. Okay. Now, if you very carefully get it turned this way, and you just kind of put it along the wall here. You want to stay away from the back wall a little bit because you need a little room for the pallets to spawn. And then if you press B, there it is. What do you think? You think we can make a little bit of money off of that? Alright, there's a couple more things we need to add in here. It's going to need lots of water. So we got to put in a nice little pump. I believe that was under container. There it is. I started with this pump. This pump is a cool little pump. It's nice looking, but boy is it slow. So just for a few more dollars, yeah, we're gonna put a point in here. Is this kind of straight with the world here? It looks like it is. And we just kind of put a well point in here. Somewhere about in there. Okay. Now we need two more things. Two more things we need. And we can use this nice new search feature for that. Hand. We need this to get the corn in there. And we need the water tanker. Make sure you get the one that says water. First time I tested this, because they look the same, I accidentally clicked this one. I'm like, why the heck is that not working? And then I read it more carefully. That's a slurry spreader. You have to get the water one. Ah, shoot, I forgot to change the color of that stuff. Oh, no, the trailer's fine. I don't like this green. We want to get it. How about black? What does black look like? Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Extra 20 bucks, but it's worth it. And our money is all gone. Let's see, what's the best way to run that stuff home? I guess just take the tractor and trailer to go get it. Alright, I'm going to run to town and get the rest of the stuff we need to finish this. Okay. Almost got our little enterprise built here. Let's see, let's get the water first. Our little enterprise LLC. Now we're gonna need lots of water, lots of water. Okay, refill, and then this could take a little while. There, now we're finally full. Let's see, we just kind of park this over here in the corner, right by the well, because we'll need it again to refill it later. Yeah, I love this idea where I just drilled a point well inside my shed here. We got to keep this quiet. Got to keep the door shut, you know. Let's see, let's get this in here next. Yeah, this is the only way I could figure out how to get the corn in here. This little wagon. This should work just fine. Just get it all in here. Get it turned around, get it ready to go. Yeah, I did a quick little test run of this off camera, and it just works so cool and so perfect that I couldn't resist. Okay, let's get Mr. Tractor. Let's get the corn in here. We gotta get this going, man. We gotta make some money. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Faster, faster, faster. Move! Yeah, this tractor does have a slight delay. See, we just kind of pull up in here. Whoa! Let's see, I think I gotta leave it running because I gotta be able to unload into this. Let's see, we just kind of pull this up here, right to about there. Whoa, it's perfect. Oh, look at all that corn. I see dollar bills. Okay, now we just gotta get it into this barrel thing here. Whoa, almost missed the trigger. Come on, come on, come on. You know what? I bet I can fit that whole load in there. I bet. Oh, that's nice. It automatically... Ooh, I didn't know it did that. Nice. Yeah. This is working too good, man. I love this setup. This is pretty cool. I don't remember how many liters is in there, but we're definitely going to get it all in there. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's it. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's get this thing started. Manage. Now, with corn... Ooh, we could definitely plant more corn. Yes. There's 3 different things. If we planted some potatoes, we could make some schnapps. This, I'm not sure what it makes. Just says you could mix wheat with water and it makes corn. I don't know if that's corn. I don't know. Just that seems weird to me. What I'm after is this stuff. Whiskey. Activate. Ooh, I can hear it cooking. Yeah. Yeah, make some whiskey. Okay, there's just one more item I gotta get in here yet. Oops. Boy, where did I learn how to turn? Come on. Get you kind of parked over here for the next batch of corn next year. From the looks of it, I think I'm definitely going to want to expand that cornfield. Let's see, we'll just kind of park you here for now. Okay. I don't think I need this here anymore for the chickens because I think it's automatically dumping from the box. So I think I can borrow this. So I'm going to need this to move pallets around in there once them jars start popping out. Oh, I got a nice pallet full of eggs there too I could take in later. Yeah, we want this in here. So it's ready to go to move pallets around. Probably should have poured a little concrete in here and leveled things off a little better. I hear it brewing. Well, that's the big secret. Oh, we gotta shut the doors. We don't want nobody to see what we're doing in here. Shh. See, we got tinted glass. We can see out, but they can't see in. Yeah, we got. This is, we're just making a little stuff. How are we doing here? Is it? No, it's not producing anything just yet. Well, we'll have to see how this turns out, and that'll be in the next episode. See if we can make some good money with this. Yeah. Alrighty. Finally got what I want. Let's see, how well can you see in there? Hope you can't see too much in there. Well, unless you come right up to the window. It's pretty hard to see in there. It's nobody's business. Stay out. I have to put put a bunch of brush here or something. Keep out. Oh, that's what I need. I need some keep out signs. I'll have to see if I can find some keep out signs for this. So, all right, everybody. I think this episode is going to be more than long enough. I think we better call it a day. So, this is all for now. Bye, everybody. Oh, thanks for watching. Comments below. Yada yada. Especially if anybody knows where there's more vintage, rusty mods, old tractors, equipment. I'm always looking for that stuff. So yeah, keep an eye out for anything vintage, anything older, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, rusty, old, cheap. That's what I'm looking for. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.